really got it or not? Do you experientially see this still like Janaka or not? Then only is it worth moving ahead to the higher verses, no? Yeah. So when I am telling you the summary, you assess, yes, I got this, yes, I experientially see this. Oh, this I still do not see. Make a note. I have to work on this part. Yeah. Always remember, it's no point getting this intellectually. Experiential recognition is the true recognition. Yes. Ready to begin? So, a quick summary of verses 1 to 5 of chapter 1. Janaka is not an absolute beginner. We started with that. He has been on this path of spirituality, and therefore his questions are not beginner level questions. He does not ask about how to resolve a fight with a family member. He's not asking how do I de-stress my mind. He's not asking for a breathing technique, a mental relaxation technique. He's not asking about all these mind level techniques, because he already gets it that I am not the body, I am not the mind. Yes, that is Advaita level 1. He has already crossed that part. Remember this, he is not a beginner. He is at a very high level and he does not really care about the body-mind, because he can see that he is not the body-mind. For Janaka, there is a recognition that I, the consciousness, project thoughts, and this waking world is nothing but a single waking thought. One single waking thought. It is not a waking thought comprised of multiple objects. No. Just like an abstract artist who makes an abstract painting, he just spreads color on the canvas. He is not making any names and forms, correct? But somebody who comes and sees that abstract painting says, I see a moon there, I see a woman there, I see a tiger there. The painter says, no, there is no woman, no moon, no tiger. It is simply color. It is all one. Similarly, Janaka sees this waking thought. It's one single waking thought. And I have objectified different aspects of this thought. I have labeled objects which are not there. I have labeled names and forms which are not different from consciousness. There is only one single screen of awareness or consciousness. So Janaka sees that I, the consciousness, project a single screen of consciousness. I perceive what I have projected as objects. Very carefully listen. I project a single screen of consciousness and I perceive what I have projected as individual objects. I get consumed in these objects. I forget myself. I forget that I am consciousness. I forget that I am pure awareness. I forget that I am the projecting power. I start identifying with all these individual names and forms. Step 1, I forget myself. Step 2, I identify with my own projection. Very clear? The moment I have identified, it is called Tadatma. We did this word in the last session. Tad Atma, to become one with That means whichever projection is there. So I become one with it. I forget myself. I see this body-mind. And mind you, I see it only neck down really. I never see my face. I see this body-mind. I think this is who I am. Tadatma number 1. I see thoughts come up and fall away. I see thoughts come up and fall away. I think this mind is me. Tadatma number 2. I see feelings and emotions come up, create a storm and pass away. I think this emotion is who I am. Tadatma number 3. Do you get it? The moment I have identified with this body-mind complex, this Tadatma becomes so strong, then I find a natural struggle that begins within because of the Tadatma. Because when I is created, you is automatically created. I and you are two sides of the same coin. The moment there is an I, the identification with the body-mind, there is a you that is born. And there is a natural struggle between I and you. I and you. It becomes an I versus you. And you will see then you get lost in all kinds of emotions, all kinds of drama, all kinds of events between I and you. This is very clear. Yeah, what Janaka knows this experientially. He doesn't know it intellectually. Big difference. If you've never tasted moringa in your life, and I tell you moringa is like this, it's green, you can make a drink out of it, you can put it into some nice vegetable salad and have it, and you're like, okay, and how does it taste? Oh, it just tastes like grass. You'll be like, okay, I understand it, but that is only intellectual understanding. What is experiential understanding? Actually tasting moringa and realizing, oh, it's drumstick. It's drumstick powder. I've had this before. But till the time a different name was given to it, you did not understand it. Do you see what I am saying? Similarly, on the spiritual path, tasting the knowledge is important. Janaka has tasted the knowledge. Janaka doesn't just understand this intellectually. He recognizes, I am not the body-mind. I have by mistakenly identified with this body-mind. He understands that there is no real world of people, situations and things. It is my projection. Then what is Janaka's main question? Janaka says, I keep forgetting this truth. Despite having tasted moringa, my ego chooses to reject the idea that I already know it. For its own convenience. It wants to eat chocolate cake. It does not want to eat something healthy. No. Fast food is tastier, no? Yeah. So, similarly, the ego wants something tasty, something delicious. And therefore, it rejects this truth. It rejects this knowledge. This is Janaka's question. How do I see this truth again and again? Katham jnanam avapnoti. How do I latch onto that primordial awareness? How do I constantly be in jnana of my own self? How do I constantly be in the knowledge of my own self? Not once a week, not once a day, but constantly moment to moment to moment to moment. Next, his question is, how do I become fully liberated of this assumption that this samsara is against me. I have assumed it's against me. I have an inner battle of I versus you. How do I get over this? How do I become free from this? Katham muktir bhavishyati. How do I stop getting consumed in this samsara? How? I am bound in this samsara. How do I get free of it? And last is, he knows to become free he needs vairagya. What's vairagya? Dispassion. How do I attain complete dispassion? How do I get away from it? By recognizing that this samsara is the cause of my suffering. Only when I pick up a hot pan and my hand burns, then I let it go, no? But if I am so unconscious that despite holding the hot pan, I don't realize it's burning me, then I will never let it go. Yeah? How do I see this truth? How do I see this truth? Why am I so ignorant? Yeah? Why am I not able to see that this samsara is the cause of my dukkha? How will I become dispassionate towards it? Ask yourself, have you reached this level? Do you have these questions? Or do you have simple questions like, how do I get over the conflict in my life? Or make more money? Or look prettier? Yeah. What level are your questions at? You assess, you evaluate yourself. So in summary, Janaka sees Brahman Satyam. I am consciousness. What he cannot really grasp is Jagat Mithya. That is his main problem. Yeah? So the main journey of Ashtavakra Gita is not Brahman Satyam. It is not for an absolute beginner of Advaita Vedanta. The person who has already recognized Brahman Satyam, I am pure consciousness, and this person is struggling with the second part, Jagat Mithya, Ashtavakra Gita is for that person. Now evaluate, am I the correct person? Am I the correct candidate? So when Janaka asks these questions, Ashtavakra gives him few formulae. Yeah. He tells him, first thing, you shun the objects of senses like poison. Why? Because this is nothing but one single projected waking thought. You are trying to divide a single screen. Can you hear me?
Yes, this will be a good.
Yeah? Okay. Okay. Ashtavakra says this is one single waking thought. You have divided into objects of senses. You have divided it into people. You have divided that one single abstract, beautiful, colorful painting into nama rupa, names and forms. And you have got stuck with the names and forms. So how do you get unstuck now? Simple. Take the reverse journey back. To take the reverse journey back, I have to shun these objects of senses. Oh, it's simply illusion. And how will you be able to do that? Only one method. Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. When you actually practice Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana, you recognize I am the awareness. In me, the awareness, this waking state came up this morning. It will go on for a few hours and it disappears. After that, a dream state comes up. It plays for some time. It disappears. Then there is absence of these objects of senses. The same objects that Ashtavakra is telling you to shun, you naturally shun it in the deep sleep state. There are no objects of senses there. Aha, I already do it every night. Then again the waking state reappears in me and again I get lost. So I have to recognize that I am not this body mind that went to sleep on the bed. It is not this body mind that was having the dream. It is not this body mind that was in deep sleep. That is an assumption. That is not my direct experience. If it were my direct experience, then I would know that I am the body mind lying in bed, simultaneously having a dream. That never happens. When I am having a dream and I recognize that I am having a dream, I recognize that I am a dream character in that dream sequence. I don't recognize that I am a physical body lying on bed having the dream. No. Never in my direct experience do I simultaneously experience two bodies. Which are the two bodies I'm talking about? Physical body from the waking state and dream body from the dream state. Never ever happens. It's a lie that I tell myself. It's an assumption, deductive logic. Because I did not see it when I was a little less intelligent, I assumed this. Either from my surroundings or from my own understanding. No, now that I am a little brighter than before, a little smarter than before, I can actually recognize, no, I am the space of awareness in which waking state comes and goes. Dream state comes and goes. And the absence of both waking and dream is what I have labeled as deep sleep state. That is actually me. Pure nothingness is me. That is why when somebody asks me, how did you sleep last night? What was there in your deep sleep? You would say, oh, there was nothing. Even a child, a 4-year-old, 5-year-old will say, oh mama, there was nothing in deep sleep. Who is the one saying there was nothing so confidently? Doesn't that person know? The one who is saying this so confidently, he has to be there to know nothing. Yes, so the awareness, the space of awareness was there. That is why I know that there was nothing. And when I am saying nothing, what am I referring to? I am referring to something. Something equals to waking state or something equals to dream state, no? So my nothing is with reference to something. So when I say there was nothing there, indirectly I am saying the waking state was not there and the dream state was not there. The objects from the waking and dream state were not there. There was nothing. So I know. Nobody else has to tell me this. I already know this answer. And this is my confident answer because it is my own conviction in my own seeing. It is from direct experience that I know there was nothing in the deep sleep state. Then somebody asks you, did you sleep well? Oh yes, I slept so peacefully. There was absolute peace and nothing else. Who knows peace? That means I was there, in the deep sleep state to know peace. Do you see this? That is why I say it so confidently when I am asked that question. It was so peaceful. Yeah. So Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. If you are not getting this, then you need to look inwards more. You are very attracted to the outward world. You are attracted to the objects of sight, sound, smell, taste, touch. Ashtavakra says, shun these objects. Means look inward. Turn inwards. Then only is it possible for you to know this in your own direct experiential recognition. Clear? The first instruction is clear of Ashtavakra. Second instruction, after you have turned in, he gave you 5 nectars. What are the 5 nectars? Kshama, Arjava, Daya, Tosha and Satyam. We won't go into the details of each. I've already covered this. He said use these nectars again and again. In fact, you don't even have to use them. You just turn inwards. They automatically go one into the other. They roll one into the other automatically. Shama becomes Arjava. Arjava becomes Daya. Daya becomes Tosha. Tosha becomes Satyam. It's like a flower that is blossoming. It opens petal by petal by petal by petal. Like that it will happen, Ashtavakra explained. Yeah? He told Janaka, start practicing Swapna Nidra Jnana. And that can happen only by looking within, not by being focused outside. That, he said, is the only method to liberation. Knowing that you are Chidrupam. You are the form of consciousness. Your only mistake is what? You think you are this body-mind which is made up of earth, water, fire, ether, air. So if you start practicing Swapna Nidra Jnana by turning inwards, what will happen? Very simple. You will recognize that I am that space of awareness. That is equal to nothing. I am nothingness. I am that space of awareness where I experience my true nature every night. That peace. I want to go back to that peace every night. Why? Because I want to rest as myself every night. That is the real thirst of consciousness. To really go back to itself, to its own glory and abide there. So, Ashtavakra in every sentence in the verses is encouraging Janaka, do Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. Only in Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana do you recognize this. Then when you recognize, oh, I am the nothingness, I am the peace, and in me the dream state arises. And when the dream state arises, there is earth, water, fire, ether, air. All of it in the dream state. One single dream thought. It's not that there are separate objects arising in a separate sequence. No. That is my assumption that I make in retrospect. In my own direct experience, I will see in me the space of awareness. One single dream thought has come up. In that dream thought, I go and label names and forms and create separate objects. I create a dream character that is me. I create a dream world person that is a you. I create a situation between me and you. Aha, this single dream thought came up in what? it came up in me, the space of awareness, the space of nothingness. Yes. This will become very clear only in Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. The next verse he says, you practice to separate yourself from the body-mind again and again. Then only can you rest as the consciousness. Yadi deham prithak kritya. If you separate yourself from the body, because you assume that this is who I am. In the other Vedanta texts, in Brahma Sutras, it is pointed out that when I identify with this body, I don't just identify with what I see neck down. I cannot see my face, you know, right? You're like headless, that's how you see yourself. Imagine you were born in ancient times where mirrors were not invented. Then you would see yourself the way you really see yourself. You see yourself from the head down. Yes, so that is number one. That's how you see yourself. That's your image in your mind. So if from the neck down you are fat, you have that image in your mind. You say, I am fat. From the neck down, if you're very thin, you have that image in your mind about yourself. I am thin. If from the neck down you are a male body, then you have that label, I am a male. Neck down you have a female body, you have that label, I am a female. Yeah, so like that you have many labels that you have put on your Tadatma with this body neck down. Yeah, that's the first level of Tadatma with the body, neck down. And there are a zillion labels I have attached to that Tadatma. The second level of Tadatma is from my shadow. Ancient times there were no mirrors. That is why the shadow has been given importance in the identification. You might not even look at your shadow right now, but if you go for an afternoon walk with your friend, with your partner, the shadows have different sizes and your partner's shadow looks nice and trim and slim and your shadow looks nice and healthy, then you don't like your shadow and you have a label created. Yeah. This I'm telling you from the Brahma Sutras. Please note that these verses from the Brahma Sutra were written in ancient times when there were no mirrors yet. Yeah. So second level of Tadatma is from the shadow. Third level of Tadatma. These are all three levels of Tadatma of the body. Yeah? Seeing the body neck down is first Tadatma. Seeing the shadow of the body is the second Tadatma. The third level of Tadatma mentioned in Brahma Sutras is the reflection of your face in the water. In those days there were no mirrors. But now for you, you can look at a mirror and know that this is another image in my mind. Why? Because I can never see my face. Other people can see my face. I can never see my face. A mirror is not the true reflection of how Ekta's face looks. I'll give you examples. Suppose you take a concave mirror and this way you take a convex mirror. Yeah. These are different shapes of mirrors. In one you look extremely thin like a pencil. In the other you look extremely healthy like a teddy bear. The same person standing in front of the two mirrors looks different. Yeah. So what does the mirror reflect? Mirror reflects its own nature. Mirror does not tell me the truth about me. Do you see what I'm saying? Where I'm going with this point? Yeah. So Tadatma level 1, with the body, neck down, Tadatma level 2 with my shadow, Tadatma level 3 with my reflection now in the mirror, in those days in the water. These create images, labels about how I am, and I see myself like that. When I do a little bit of study in ancient times, all these studies were done in Gurukul. Kids used to do this study, what we are doing in Advaita class. So they had learnt that this body is nothing but earth, water, fire, ether, air. Oh, so I am earth, water, fire, ether, air. Another label. So now Ashtavakra is telling Janaka, you are not earth, you are not water, you are not fire, you are not air, you are not ether. You are the witness of this. You are Chidrupam, the space of consciousness in which this body-mind appears in the waking state and disappears at the end of the waking state. You never experience it after that. How can you be this body-mind that disappeared? There was another body-mind that came up in the dream state. It played for a little while in that dream state. You knew that body-mind. You knew the appearance of the dream body and you knew the disappearance of the dream body. Then how can you be that which you see appearing and disappearing? You are not earth, water, fire, ether, air. You are the witness. You are the one who's witnessing them appear in the waking state, disappear. You are witnessing it appear in the dream state and disappear. You have to be separate from what you witness. You are Chidrupam. Yeah? And to see this, he gave the formula, separate yourself. Again and again, separate yourself. Take a step back from the body and mind and recognize I am the space of awareness in which there is this body-mind and that body-mind and that body-mind and the objects labeled as sofa, TV, window, wall, room, lights. All labels on a single waking thought. Just like when you watch a movie, it is one single screen, no? But you label them as hero, heroine, the mansion of the hero, the car of the heroine. You label the objects. Actually, in truth, there is one single screen of light. Different colors of light, but one single thing there. Only light. Similarly, he says, when you separate yourself from the body-mind and you remain resting as the witness of the body-mind, right now you will be happy, you will be peaceful and free of bondage. Right now, because you will see that I am not this body-mind. Ashtavakra could not give this example in those days, but I can give this example now that we have films. When you go to an IMAX theatre or large screen theatre and you get completely consumed in the movie, you forget that you are this person sitting here watching a movie. You become the hero or heroine on the screen, right? And then suddenly you have to separate yourself and recognize, no, I am here. Oh, the movie is going on there. Exactly that's what Ashtavakra told Janaka. Yadhi deham prithak kritya. Separate yourself from the body-mind. Yeah? And remain resting as the consciousness. That moment you will see the truth. That moment you will be peaceful, happy, free from bondage. Clear? Yeah, we did a few, I gave you a few detailed steps how to recognize this. Hopefully you did your homework. I'll quickly go over the few steps, just a few steps. You recognize that I am not this pleasant sensation or this unpleasant sensation labeled as the body. If there is pain in the body, it's an unpleasant sensation. If the body is very comfortable, it's a pleasant sensation. There is no other proof of the existence of the body other than the sensation that I feel. Otherwise, this entire thing is one single screen, including this body, neck down. I don't see myself. I don't see my face. So this whole thing is one single screen. It's one image actually. I have divided this into I and you and it. So you start seeing very clearly by practicing, taking step beyond the body and mind, that I am not the pleasant or the unpleasant sensation labeled as the body. When there are thoughts, you recognize I am not this happy or this unhappy thought. I am not this good thought or this evil thought. When there are feelings, I recognize, oh, it's not me that is this angry or this loving emotion. I am the witness to the emotion. I am the witness to the thought. Similarly, I am a witness to the body. Keep practicing throughout the day, again and again and again. Next level of practice, this happens only in the moving from the transition from the deep sleep to the dream. You start seeing that, oh, I project the 5 elements. What are 5 elements? Earth, water, fire, ether, air. That's how the dream thought comes up, the dream world comes up. In that dream world, I, the dream character, have 5 senses. I can see. These physical eyes are not there, but I can still see. Physical ears are not there, but I can still hear. So sight, sound, smell, taste, touch. 5 senses are projected by me in the dream state first. How can I be that which I project? So very clearly, I am not the dream world that is projected, and I am not the dream body that is projected. You would say, why would I project a dream tiger chasing me? No, you don't know when and how you project it. You simply perceive your projection and know only after you perceive it. You project the dream tiger, but you are not the tiger. You are not the 5 elements, the 5 senses, neither the dream body mind. All this you project first in the dream state. He said, separate yourself from the projection right there. In the dream state, recognize that this is a dream. This dream has arisen in me, the space of awareness. Separate yourself from the projected dream. And slowly this will automatically seep into the waking state. You will recognize, the waking body mind has appeared. The waking world has appeared. All this is simply a waking projection, single waking thought. Separate yourself from it. I am the space of awareness in which this world, including this waking body mind, has appeared. In bed, while you're still in bed, you've just opened your eyes, recognize this. Yadi deham prithak kritya. If you manage to do this, if you manage to separate yourself from the body at that moment, then throughout the day, moment to moment, you will recognize I am the space of awareness in which this body mind is getting up from the bed, going to the bathroom, doing its ablutions, getting out, going to the kitchen, doing its things. All this is happening in me, the space of awareness. So the point is to separate yourself in your Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. then only is it possible. And in the last verse that we did, Ashtavakra says, then you recognize I am not anything that I thought this body-mind was. I thought this body-mind is a Brahmin. Oh, it's not a Brahmin. Or if you belong to the Kshatriya, Shudra or Vaishya caste, it's not a caste. It does not belong to any race. It's not black or white or brown or yellow. No. No. You are not at any stage. There is no stage in life like young age. Brahmacharya ashram was the young age, or Grahastha ashram is the adult age, or Vanaprastha ashram when you are getting older, or Sannyas ashram where you are very, very old, you should be renouncing the world. Oh, these are just concepts. No, no, no. I am the space of awareness in which there is a label of a Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. I am the space of awareness in which there are labels of Brahmacharya ashram, Grahastha ashram, Vanaprastha ashram, Sannyas ashram. I am imperceptible. I am unattached. I am formless. I am the witness of everything. This recognition must happen in the waking state, but this can happen only if you start at the dream state. Very clear? Yeah? Then you will stop identifying with this body. You will stop saying, I am a male or female. It's okay for the sake of conversation in the world that I have to play this role. I'll play it. There it is required. I am on stage. I have worn the costume of Ekta. Ekta will do her role play perfectly. But moment to moment recognition, I am not Ekta. I am not I. I am not I. Very clear? This was a quick summary of the verses 1 to 5. I think it was not quick enough, quite long. Yeah, so I'll give you a 2-minute restroom break because the next verse is really long. If you have any questions, please write them down and send it to the host. Yeah, we'll take a few minutes restroom break now.